to Underground Pulse, undergroundpulse.net. I am your host, Jerica J.
I'm Chili.
And today we have a very special guest with us. We are talking to Mikko from Apocalyptica. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you.
Now, when we were talking, there's a lot of construction going on here at the Midland in Kansas City, so there's a lot of like craziness outside, but you haven't really gotten to experience the city yet, is that right?
We've been here like a couple times before, but that's been sort of like on outskirts, and we have good memories from here, from craziest karaoke nights to naked parties in the bus.
Snap!
Yes, so we are not all new to Kansas City, but this part felt weird.
I'm sure. But yeah, just like we said, a block away, you'll find your area.
We need to go there.
Especially, if there's a naked party, I kind of like how this just went right there. That's great.
From karaoke bar to running naked around the bus, that was good fun. And only the
I like
time.
this party.
Which part? Karaoke?
All of it.
I also do karaoke.
Yeah, I think.
Yes, very much so.
All right, so over the years, a lot of the younger youth kids like myself hopped on the Apocalyptica bandwagon in like 2007 when Worlds Collide and all that came out. You guys had so many awesome collaborations with vocalists. You had people like Matt Tuck, you had Lacey Mosley, you had Corey Taylor, and all those great guys. So is there anybody left on your guys' vocalist bucket list that you'd really love to do a song with?
Basically yes, and technically no. Because, I think we did 4 albums in a way that we always invited people, great, amazing musicians to sing with us. And it was a wonderful time, but then, now when we started to do the new Shadowmaker album, we kind of wanted to challenge ourselves. When we did those vocal tracks, we started to think who could sing this song, but it started to feel that we are repeating ourselves, that we are not brave enough to do something different. And that actually led to results that we wanted to have one singer on a whole album and also to tour with us. And then we were lucky enough to find Frankie Perez, who is now the singer on the album, singing all the tracks, and now touring with us. And it feels like kind of a new start for us. It's really exciting artistically, and in every way it's super inspiring. So therefore, we are not at the moment at all interested in having anyone else into the picture, rather concentrating what we can make out with Frankie. And tour is very beginning still, so we don't know, but we are excited.
And with the vocal parts, do you guys write all the lyrics, or do you leave that up to whoever you have filling in?
Good God, we don't write the lyrics. We might be skillful music at our best, but we don't know shit about. Can you say that?
Yeah.
Shit! We don't know anything about lyrics really. We might have an idea, we might have a concept, we might have a storyline, but as I said, we are musicians, not poets, and on the other hand, English is not our native language, so we would struggle a lot. We have persons in very close relations to bands like Johnny Andrews, who did I'm Not Jesus already like 2006, and those persons we keep close.
You say you guys aren't poets lyrically, but I mean, you guys really are in your music. I mean, anytime I listen to an Apocalyptica instrumental, I feel like there's a great story or some kind of a journey there. And what is it like when you guys write the music? Start with a story, or you start with composition?
As you said, composition can be a story, and I think our music is very cinematographic, very visual, and those elements, I think, are very important to all of us to kind of present in our music, that those emotions and emotional landscapes which come across even just through music without even lyrics. So I think quite often there is sort of the state of mind in the person's head who starts to write the music. Of course, every song is a different thing, but that's quite common, that there is sort of the vision of I want to create this kind of an emotion, or to create this kind of a landscape in people's head, and whether there then will be lyrics or not, that's what I'm understanding.
Awesome. And then, to take things visually, you guys kind of put so much emotion, so much creativity into your music videos. And I know in particularly Rachel was loving all of your creativity.
All of them.
in the latest one that I saw was Cold Blood off of the new album, and I know that you guys work with Lisa Mann quite often.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask how much of the idea of the music video is hers, and how much of it is yours? How much input?
It's a great collaboration always with her. We've done 5 last videos with her ever since we did I Don't Care video. That was the first time we met, and then actually I think 90% of the whole idea came from her, and we felt that she actually sees our music the same way we hear our music. So she was very much into the kind of that thing that we want to deliver musically, she could put out visually. And ever since then, like with the 7th Symphony, then we had an idea inside of the band that we want to do kind of a trilogy. As we don't think that there will be 3 videos, and we wanted them to connect strongly together. We wanted them also visually to connect to album artwork, sort of to create one world. And we presented that idea as a whole, that we wanted those videos to be very strongly on the same mood as the album artwork is, and we wanted to create a trilogy. And that was kind of like what we gave to her, and she took it further. And it's like when working with artists, if you would start to restrict or if you guide too much, then it starts to suppress the creativity. And Lisa Mann is an artist, she's an amazing person, and we want to kind of that she gives all in. That way the videos came out the strongest. Like now with Cold Blood, we sent her album artwork. In our album artwork as well, one of the references has been Black Swan, the movie, and the visual image for that. And we talked about those things. I especially wanted that there wouldn't be like typical band performance things, because we've done them so many and they all look the same kind of. It's always just band playing, and therefore we kind of give a part of all the playing things up, and person playing individually. I don't play real drums and whatnot, but anyway, that was just the platform, and she built the whole world. We like her.
The Black Swan thing totally makes sense now. You think about it with all the beautiful ballerinas and the kind of an edgy, dark feel to it. The one scene in particular I wanted to ask you about was where the ballerina is dancing on your kick drum or tom drum, and you're just beating away at it. I can't imagine the ballerina being that light to not go through the head of the drum. So was she up on straps, or how was she?
There's the table underneath.
Aha.
Of course, they are super light. There was really nice girls studying, Ukrainian girls who studied in Georgia.
Fantastic. Were there any funny moments on set that you can think of?
There are tons. Like the scene where I'm wearing like this stocking put over my head, and she's like trying to grab the part of the stocking, and it's absolute chaotic laughter scene, because it's like kind of like how can you done anyway, so we tried to cover the safety pins in my mouth that I would stick the canvas out that she can easily grab it, and it was totally like from alien movie. That was fun. But it's always fun with Lisa, and she has got a plan what she does. She has kind of quite clear vision what she's gonna shoot, but still she lives in the moment. When she sees something cool, everything else stops, and all of a sudden she concentrates on totally something else. Therefore she has got producers to tell her, no, straight through. But it's beautiful.
So, Shadowmaker is your 8th album coming out. There's all these albums to choose from. What would you say is your favorite to play?
At the moment, Shadowmaker sounds very. This is a very special album in many ways for us, as it feels to be, out of all the Apocalyptica albums where I've been with, this feels to be most band album. When we started to rehearse the songs, when we started to compose, and even when we went to pre-production, we didn't have a record company, we didn't have a label, we didn't have A&Rs. We had nobody to tell us what we can do or what we cannot do. So we just started to create the music from the very starting point, what we want to do and what we feel would be a cool thing. We think that Apocalyptica sounds like. We even kept our manager away for 3 months. We refused to answer his phone calls. We just felt it super important for all of us. Then creating this music, and on that point we also created the album artwork, the idea came all from inside the band, and we took it further. These white and black images going back and forth, and this kind of like a beauty, like what is in Black Swan as well. Like this beauty is actually like hiding this great darkness, and the white, like the whitest person can hold such a shadows inside. And like that theme was really strong and went kind of hand in hand with music when we created it. So that all being said, as it all came from us and we didn't have persons to trying to affect us that much, it feels super flawless. And we were the persons who single-handedly chose, first actually chose the mixing engineer, Greg Filament, because we were so certain how we want the album to sound like. And then we chose the producer, Mr. Ashcliffe, because we knew he could be the one who could push us still next step further, which he did, or maybe 2 steps further. And those decisions then when the label came along, we needed to kind of like justify them and stand strong behind them, because as it always happens, they have opinions that we were strong, we knew how it should sound like in our heads, and we were able to stick to that. So, and those songs and how they are created, how Nick actually, his input is huge on the album, like musically already. He was like a 5th band member basically when we were rehearsing the songs. We had a pre-production session in Nashville in the studio. Then Frankie was already along then, and it was 6 of us in the room for one week rehearsing the songs. And we had rehearsed the songs a lot before that, but half of the songs changed absolutely like 180 degrees different directions. We heard like Dead Man's Eyes, which is I don't know, have you heard the whole album?
Not yet, no,
okay.
yet. I'm waiting.
It's the track which closes the album, and it used to be 2 instrumental tracks which we tried out, and they had good parts, but they didn't work out. And kind of with guidance, those 2 songs emerged to be 1 song, and then Frankie sang on them. So, and that kind of transformations came along, and he was pushing us to all the time to be more creative and to let go of all those kind of restrictions we had in our heads. That he felt that we are limiting our musical skills. And we all the time tried to say that you can do more and you can be more, and so also that kind of like, as the songs are so free form at the moment, they are absolutely a blast to play.
And this is so cool because all along you can tell the evolution of you guys. You know, you started out with the Metallica album that I know of. That's what I kind of love you guys on. And then you guys had more albums, but they had some covers on them. And they had the guest appearances. And now this is all you. This is like your baby. That's all you guys. And that's really, really cool.
Yeah, and I think that is the thing that people quite often, as we change all the time, people are keen into kind of to stick what they feel that has been Apocalyptica. But when you look in a big perspective, 20 years of the band, I think it hasn't ever stayed long the same. Like, just the first album is a Metallica cover album, even though there are still persons who see us as a Metallica cover band. And already third album was all original material with the vocals in it. There's already 1 song with the vocals. So it's all the time changing, and that's something we need to do, otherwise we would be bored. And as I said, that we felt that we are not being brave enough, that we don't kind of challenge ourselves enough if we don't push this further, that we need to have these changes. And at times when we feel the change is kind of it's even more important than the result. You need to have the feeling that you are going somewhere, that you move, that there's not this stagnation, is that a word? The stagnation that you kind of, there's movement that, and that makes us to try to adapt and makes us to be on our toes, and that's kind of the thing that keeps us motivated and excited.
So it's awesome that this is all, again, you guys. And you know, you mentioned earlier that you guys recently signed a new label, and you guys had to like put your foot down, stand behind what you had built. So moving forward into the next installment, are they going to work with you to continue this path that you're on?
That's absolutely our wish and our aim, because we have found a really great way to work together. They respect our artistic input, and we then respect their input, what they can bring in as a label. So it feels to work out best possible way. It's great company. It's not like these old giants who are stiff and not adapting to the situation where we are now, which is not anyhow comparable to what it was like 10 years ago or even 5 years ago. So to have a kind of a label which understands how things move and are flexible and innovative and all that. So that's great. And like tonight is a great example. We wouldn't be here without the label. We share the label with 6 AM. They can come up with this kind of very artistic vision. So of course this is Nicky's idea mainly to have these 3 bands in one night, but it also sort of reflects of the atmosphere in the label that let's do music, that music is what counts. And it was great. We had we were having a dinner in New York with Alan Kovac, who is the head of the label, and he was just like, we were talking about the leaks and how many ways it will be leaked to the internet before it's released, and he was like, if it's leaking, if it's shared, then it means people like it, then it means it's good music. And he's not that, and of course it's bad, it's away from everybody, it happens, and it shouldn't happen, but still that his main aim is that let's do as good music as we can.
I was actually glad you brought that up, because I was actually going to ask, because the album comes out next Tuesday here, correct? And it's already been released in a couple of other countries.
It will be released on 17th, on Friday I think it will be released in Finland.
That's great. And I'm not behind that, because I was worrying on how many illegal downloads were going to happen before I got a chance to listen to it properly.
I think quite a few.
Alright, well I just have one more question for you.
I answered 3.
On the release date in the US, which
Yes.
is next Tuesday, you guys are going to be in Detroit.
Try, watch it.
Do you have any plans, special occasion plans, or pranks that you're going to pull maybe on your band?
We try to get Eikka to jump out of her cake on stage. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be cool.
Candle sticking up out from his ass, and that would be just amazing. Perttu would blow it away.
That's
Wouldn't you love it?
I'm excited.
Yeah. And then a naked party in the bus afterwards. So.
Yes.
Woo!
Alright.
That's right.
Miko, it was lovely to talk to you and get
Thank
to
you
sit down
for
with
your
you.
time.
That's
We will
excellent.
actually see you again in Rocklahoma.
Oh yeah, you're coming there.
So-
That's like
I'll be there.
one month, 1.5
Couple
months.
That's in May,
Really
yeah.
close.
Yeah, it's close.
We're very excited, so hopefully
Me
you
too.
come by the press tent, say hi.
Definitely. We haven't ever been there, but I've heard it's a great one.
That'll be
It's a lot of
excellent.
fun.
And I'm so excited for you to play the Midland. It is such a gorgeous place.
It's amazing. I was outside. You cannot tell always. We came from the back end,
Mhm.
and walking into this hall, and it's like, wow, like it's very, very special. But I was also checking the posters as they are here as well, and everybody performs here. So
So
it's great.
excellent.
It
So,
will be.
Well, we hope you enjoy your performance, because
I'm
we're
sure.
going to enjoy it.
I hope. Please stay.
Ah.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.